there's something going on here. Check this out.
When I first saw it, I was like, oh, maybe it's a bag of trash or something just kind of flipping through the air. But as I got closer, it kind of looked like it was holding a steady speed and kind of altitude. And I was like, well, that's kind of odd. It was like tumbling like a dice through the air.
That is a cube spinning on an axis.
I'd love to figure out what this thing was.
My kids and I were eating dinner. We're looking out the window and we're like, whoa, look at those orange lights. And there were 3, like a pyramid. And they just stayed in the same spot. This went on for a good 50 minutes, and then they just went out. They didn't like fly away, they didn't do anything. They literally were right there in the same spot, and then they just went out.
No movement whatsoever, just stationary in the sky.
Right.
The strange lights around Catalina plagued Kathleen for years, and she made it her mission to catch video proof of their presence.
So when did this happen, this video that you took?
The video I took was in 2012 from my living room. Hold on, I'm recording this. I don't know what they are. And at one point, they pitch at the same time in the same direction, and they turn into almost like half circles. What is this?
I have that implant behind my ear here, the base of my brain. And they inserted an implant in my shoulder. I think that's basically like a tag.
Barbara discovered the implant when she began to have problems with her hearing.
We did an MRI. The doctor said, oh, what's that behind your ear? It was an elongated thing, and you can really see the implant. It's sort of like a square thingy there. And then he told me to come back 6 weeks later, and we're going to discuss it, everything. And the doctor didn't even want to touch the subject. So I personally think he looked at it and he saw it was an implant and he didn't want to touch it.
And you said you have the MRI image of the implant, correct?
Yeah. This is the latest one from last year.
So here's the nasal cavity, your sinus cavities here. And here the right side, it says it's 7 millimeters. So they had measured it. They knew that it was unique and strange enough, they thought to take a measurement. And it's sitting just...
right behind, underneath.
Just, yeah, anterior to that. What we've been discussing with people and interviewing them, something similar happened to me too. And I think you really need to hear the details of it. It was May 3rd, 2013. I went down to a local running track. I was there with my girlfriend at the time. It was 9:15, I remember. It's empty, there's nobody there. All of a sudden, I see an object coming from the west. As I'm staring at this thing, I can faintly make out that there is a line connecting each of these points. It's a triangle. It's a solid triangle. On each point of this perfect triangle, almost an equilateral, are these 3 lights that were glowing softly.
How big was it?
My best estimate is this thing was about 30 feet long. So I'm freaking out. It passed over my head. The most eerie thing ever. There was absolutely no sound. And it was cruising. It was gone in about 4 or 5 seconds. I see my girlfriend, and she's coming around the track, and she's coming up towards me. I look at her, and she looks at me. I said, you saw it too.